starting. My live is starting. It started already, so let me hang up. I'll invite you.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. Let's see how many people show up, and how do I invite a guest? I forgot. That's how we do that. Interview on. Yeah. So copy the link. Copy the link. And go here. And Command V. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So, hello. Who's here? If you are here, let's see where we can get the chat. Where's my chat window? Gotta see my chat. Gotta close things. Close all tabs. That works. All right. Welcome to Trucker TV Show. We've already got 2 likes. I'm Frank. I have invited a guest. I don't know if they're going to be able to figure it out and get on here. Let me see. Oh, yes. There we go. And, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay. So, let's go add left. There you are. In the dark.
I'm in the
In
dark, but I'm
Texas.
here. I'm sitting
Can you
out
hear me?
I'm sitting
Let me
out on the
see if
back
I can.
deck looking at the
Maybe I have you
stars.
muted. I don't think I have you muted. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah. Hmm.
Let me see. It says that your volume is up, so that's working. Let's see if we can get your sound working. So
Can you hear me?
it shows that it's coming through.
Yeah, so I've got green bars coming across.
No, right?
Test.
So I'm trying to figure out how to get the sound working. Let's see. Maybe we can do it there.
Test, test,
MacBook
test, test,
Pro,
test.
sound effects, interview guests. You're not muted. It shows that you're coming through. Maybe, you know what I think it is, Michael? I think I know what it is. I think it's that I do not have my headset in and it's trying to prevent feedback. So hold on a second.
All right.
Oh. So, as you suggested, here are my AirPods. And this will
Fantastic.
probably. AirPods connected. So let me see if I can hear you now. Talk.
How about that?
Yeah, now I
Anything?
can hear you. Gotta gotta turn
Great.
you up a little bit. Let me see. And then I can turn that up. There we go. So we've already got 5 people in here. I still don't have the chat window up. There's my chat. And there's Steve Perry. Oh, Steve. There he is. Hi, Steve Perry. Jamie, how are you? I am. This is what I love. This is what I love. I miss doing this. Where are you? So we were talking just recently about how things are changing in freight, and uh, Michael. If you guys have not met Michael, Michael and I have been working together for now for 15 months, 14 months. Is that about right?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Has it been about 14, 15 months?
That's about right.
August made it 12, right?
I think
So
so.
September, October, November. Yeah, it's 15 months. So we were talking about how we think what we were our anticipations of the freight market and how it's going to affect. Um, Michael Steele keeps texting me. Man, this guy's a pain in the ass. Um, so what we were talking about, let's first go to that article that you sent me from Freight Waves, that the recession, the freight recession is finally over, right? And there were some key
Well,
indicators in the freight recession that it mentioned. And one of the things that I thought was interesting about that article is that people turning down freight is an indicator that the freight is coming back. So what that means is that, if I correct me if I'm wrong, is that trucking companies are turning down freight from brokers and other people that are trying to sell freight and put it on trucks and going, no, we can't help you. Is that correct?
yeah, so essentially there's two different pieces of the market, right? There's the spot market, which is, much more like what you're talking about, where, somebody's trying to put freight on the market very quickly to move very quickly. And then there's the contract market, if you will, where carriers, large carriers typically, and in some cases brokerages, but large carriers have contracts with shippers moving a specific volume, typically of freight on specific lanes. And some of what the FreightWaves data has shown is that there has been some tender rejection in that is increasing, which is carriers that on the contract side, which are rejecting loads because they don't have the in some cases. So that is showing signs of a healthy market because there's increased freight demand, slightly decreased capacity. It will have some impact on the rates. It is looking like ultimately there is a slight uptick in the market. Um, Rates, I think that will continue to climb. Waves and some of the folks in that article were really among the first to see the signs through their data of the freight recession in early 2022. And they're seeing some of the same markers saying, "Hey, this is really good," and it looks like we might be coming out of it. So yeah, it's a good sign, a lot of good signs.
Well, you've been privy to a lot of the freight that we see going on across the load boards and coming across. And there's been a lot of new freight lanes that we see opening up, things that are changing. Um, and it's been pretty much a down economy for the last for the first 2 years of my company. And I think we've done really well on capturing a good part of the income and incredible growth, and really lucky to have some incredible teams that are participating in our company. And eh, it's I think it's nuts. I've talked about this so many times, and you didn't really know about my channel and my platform, but I think that it's nuts that people can expect to throw drivers into this type of trucking without having any experience or any idea of what they're doing. Just go figure it out, you know? And a lot of drivers, experienced drivers like Steve Perry, who's been doing this for 13 years, Steve will see, all these really, what we might consider bad loads, not necessarily bad loads. Uh, So, a traditional truck driver would come see what we call a bad load and go, "What the hell are you talking about? That's six
Yeah.
dollars a mile, but it's only 100 miles," you know? Um, and So then it's really hard to explain to somebody that comes from conventional tractor trailer driving about time and money, right? And revenue the revenue part of the game. And I think we've successfully been able to, through osmosis, show that to our drivers. And I think they get it. And I think it's why we have zero to little turnover, uh, nearly zero. And
Nearly zero. Yeah.
when they leave, they come back. You know, when we have a truck available. But
Both are great signs, by the way.
exactly, exactly. And now we're full, but Steve Perry owns a company called Paradise, and they have a couple of openings, and I will vouch for those people. And if you would like to, let me see if I can add a text overlay for this because I want to let you know my email. And because when I do this, okay, so if I add an email to this, it just kind of like, let's see. Text plus. There we go. So we'll go Frank. See, we just do this on the fly. We're not fancy over here. We'll put that up there.
Oh,
And
look at that. That's pretty
look at
fancy
that.
right
And
there.
that's pretty fancy. Snazzy. Put
And
it
you can
down
change
there.
size and everything.
Yeah. Move it around. And now it's set. Now I can do it. But like I was saying, the the Perrys have a couple of trucks available. A friend of mine, Donna Sleesman, has a truck available. And we're doing this really, really late night. So maybe on the West Coast, some people are seeing it. I don't know if they are. But we are talking about the freight economy, and I'm not going to send out a text alert on this at midnight. I just don't think that that's wise to do. I think that'll get a
We'll
lot more
save that for
people
the
to
next
us.
one.
Yeah, exactly. These impromptus are fun. This is what I used to do all the time. Um, and I enjoy this. I enjoy just off the cuff. Steve, what are you doing? What are you doing out there? You being a good boy today, Steve? We'll put Steve right there. We'll put comments up there.
Y'all dating,
If
counting months.
yeah, counting
Sounds like
months,
it, doesn't it?
yeah. If I was counting months with Steve, it'd be longer than my last marriage. Well, at least the months that I was happy. Uh,
That's funny.
there goes the filter side. But right there, that's my mom right there. So it's a picture of my mom in National Geographic magazine. If you are here and you're watching, we got four people watching. We have no idea. That's the only thing I don't dig about this is that we have no idea. I think Jamie's here. I think Steve is here, and I'm wondering who else is watching, because we have some lurkers. We have some lurkers. Um, Steve might have popped off already, but expediting as a whole, wait a second, hold on, we got something else. Parked for the night, headed to Louisville. I know some people in Louisville. That's interesting
Yeah,
that you
I know
say
where you
that.
ought to go in Louisville.
I do. I do. And I think I know what we're going to do and some things you might have to participate. Tino is in here. Man, I haven't seen Tino in a long time. How's it going, Tino? How's it going? So we're talking about expediting. Freight as a whole across the country has been kind of down. And um, I just haven't felt that. I've seen incredible months from trucks, a lot of average months from trucks, and some trucks down a little bit. But as a whole, I think the uh, business of FedEx Custom Critical, especially with the changes and stuff with FedEx Freight and stuff, seems like everything is moving in a very positive direction.
Yeah, I would say there's awesome things on the horizon, right? Um, Certainly, it's been phenomenal. I think business has been phenomenal. Your growth has been amazing. And all of those things coupled together, I think 2025 is going to be like the most exciting year yet.
It's hard to even imagine, at 16 trucks to get there. You go, oh, if you would have told me when we were talking when I had six, oh, next year you're gonna have 16, I'd have been like, you're crazy. Um, Tina's been expediting for 18 months now. Tino, are you on custom critical side? Are you on, or are you on one of the other guys? Can't remember. It's been a while. I used to do these lives like nightly. It was crazy.
That's cool.
We'd fill up with 50 to 100 people pretty much every evening and just do hangouts. Well, I know you're expediting, but I mean, are you expediting for FedEx Custom Critical? Are you independent? Are you logged on to one carrier? Are you with Panther? Are you with Landstar, Load One? Who are you with? Or are you just are you doing van? You doing straight truck? You doing tractor trailer? What are you doing? Tell me about your life, Tino. I want to know it all. FCC. Okay, so Tino, are you a team in a straight truck or are you in an E unit? For those of you that don't know, E units are tractor trailers over here. Are you outside, Michael?
I am. I'm sitting out looking at the stars. You caught me outside.
Uh, oh, that's why you have no. We got to get you the ring light.
Yeah, see,
It's all
hold on. I
about.
think I could
Oh,
I
there you
could
go. There you go. There you go.
yeah, there we are. That's better. I'm
Very
still
cool.
outside, but at least I have some light.
So Tino, all 18 years has that been at FedEx Custom Critical? Of all 18 years been at FedEx Custom Critical? I told you that I thought I should wear collared shirts on this thing, and here I am wearing a hoodie and you're wearing a collared shirt.
I just want to make it clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
And I'm typically the t-shirt guy.
yeah. And we're still, oh, we got a fifth person that's if you log in and you're watching the stream, we've got six people in now. Please just say hello, make yourself known, let us know that you're not a lurker.
We've got lurkers.
We're talking about FedEx Custom Critical. We're starting to gain some steam now, up to seven. Big numbers now. We've got Steve Perry in here. I think Jamie is still in here, and we know Tino's here. So, out of those people, out of those seven, like to know who else is here and who we're talking to tonight and what you think about FedEx Custom Critical, what's been going on, the changes, the new load board, lots of things evolving. You know, I think the biggest thing that and I want to be careful with the words that I use. Um, bec there's always a lot of whining, and I've watched it over and over and over, and there's no way to get to progress without pain, right? Especially through tech, when there's technology and they're trying to make technology improvements, and we're involved that with you. Um, there's been pain there. There's been pain with the load board. There's been pain with outsourcing some of the uh, dispatchers and things like that to overseas positions, and that's made it tough. But I mean, none of this has stopped anybody from earning a really good living and coming out here and having a decent lifestyle.
No, and really, attitude is everything. Change management is tough. Change is hard. But so is tech. So, you've got to always give a lot of grace there and know that, the people that are working to make these changes, whether or not you like the changes or you don't like them, they're doing them for, reasons of which they think are going to be beneficial for their business, and ultimately that makes it beneficial for your business. And so it definitely has a downstream impact. And so I think that there's a lot of good stuff, positive things going on. And some of those things, while they may not feel, really good in the moment, just because it's a process or a system or something that you're unfamiliar with or you're not used to, ultimately, I think those will all prove out to be things that are, hugely beneficial um, for your fleet and other fleets just like you, and all of the drivers that participate in that.
Tino just made a comment. It said, we are a team in a straight truck. We've been doing it for 18 months. I thought it was 18 years. It was a struggle in the beginning. We had four fleet owners, but we finally found a good fleet owner with good equipment. And I'm glad that you're with somebody, Tino, that you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you had to go through four to get, and I think that's speaks to our industry as a whole. There are a lot of people out here that, even in our industry, there are predatory fleet owners that prey upon unsuspecting drivers, or don't give them the tools that are necessary to succeed in this industry. And to think that you can come into expediting and have no idea of what you're doing, or be like Brittany, who used to drive a Panther, and throw her in that, you know, more of a customary dispatch role, somebody telling you what the load is and calling you and you talking about it, into this where there's so many variables, where it's revenue driven, and you have to be a active participant in this type of trucking. um, there's a lot of maintenance that's due on these vehicles. It's inherent with all of the things that go into making, yes, they're comfortable vehicles, but they're comfortable, and that means that there's a lot of crap that's crammed into that little box. And
Yeah, so
everything that you add
it's a
is something that can break.
it's important to remember too, when you come out here, and you're trucking, in expediting, you're a business owner. Even if you're a driver, it's easy to say, I'm a driver, but you're more than that, because you're operating also an independent business, as a team and as a part of that. Even though the costs of vehicle maintenance may be included in the vehicle lease fees and things of that nature, ultimately you have to participate in all of those processes. And so there's the higher level of participation, because you have an ownership stake in your own business and what you're doing. And so definitely it's different than just, being an employee and an employee driver for, a carrier, be they a mega carrier or small carrier. Because out here, you've got your destiny in your hands. It's your business.
That is very true. And I think, um, one of the terms that we've talked about for so long, and not you and I, but Steve and I, and a lot of the veterans, is the FOMO, and the fear of missing out, and how it drives our business. Now, Brittany and I, our weeks end on Tuesday, so we had, incredible week of revenue, and we've been able to be home and still waiting, and we live in a really great freight area, and we can just be waiting until something that fits w- the way we like to operate. And I don't think that's really taught, and I think that's very can be seen easily by the number of loads and the time that they stay on the board and how fast they're gone. And I'm like, wow, even if I was on top of that load, I wouldn't have taken that load. But I guess everybody has their own way of doing things. I'm not criticizing anyone, because if you like to have a 60, 70 load count and like to take a bunch of short loads, and that's where you like to be. Who knows? There might be some super solo out there that is is moving a couple of loads. I mean, unfortunately for a Christian, I think he was on the right track to proving that before he got sidelined. And you know, hope, I hope that he comes back soon. It's one of those things that, life happens. And that's the only that is our what's the word we were talking about? Um, we don't have any retention problems. It's what are we were talking about? Th- no, not that. Uh, where companies can't retain drivers. Man, it's late.
Yeah, driver turnover. It is late.
Yeah,
It's
so turnover.
12:08
My
your
turn
time.
my turnover is associated with life happening usually.
Absolutely.
Not not and
It's not an experience thing.
it's
It's life.
it's a I'm it's bittersweet, right? Because I'm happy that we're not losing people because they're unhappy. I'm unhappy because that these people are going through these bad things in their life. You know, it's like it's hard to be happy that you're losing people because they're going through traumatic things in their life. Oh man, what's the count at? We're at 6 people. You guys can give me an extra couple of likes. Let's see if we can get it, maybe it up to 10. Brittany, are you watching? Well, you're no help.
Turn it on already. We
She
need
says,
double digits.
she's just told me I don't
What'd she
need a
say?
job. I don't need a job. I've already got one.
That's
You see
right.
me? He sees me. Let's see how long the delay is to show her on. Um, so you got to drive a little bit. Ah, there we go. We got another like. There's Brittany. Got another like. Um, so is this weird for you? Is this weird for you? Because you used to be like watching on your computer on the other end of this and seeing the videos, and now you're over here. There we go. Nice. Thanks, Tino. Tino, do you mind saying what fleet you're driving with now? Are you okay with that? As long as it's not a four-letter word. Oh man. I'm just I pretty much know
There
everybody
there are
out
some
here.
great fleets out there. There are some other great fleets for sure.
Even the one that I used to be with, it's great, you know. Um,
Absolutely. No, no, no. They're phenomenal actually. They do a great job.
um, Paradise is out there doing really well. Donna is still doing really well. Trying to
We need a
think.
live
There,
with Donna.
I don't know if YouTube could handle a live with Donna.
I think you've got to get the Oracle in and have an interview there. I think there's an unbelievable story to hear and tell there.
Yeah, she did, but on camera might be different. Um, so what? Let's see. Oh, big announcement today from Mike Lyons, Senior Vice President, FedEx Freight, in charge of FedEx Custom Critical. That was a big, big deal. Starting January 1, if you have a moving violation, you will be put out of service for 7 days. And so that's a big deal. Uh, I think it shows a commitment to safety on their part. today at FedEx Freight. Over the last 3 days at the FedEx Freight, I saw hundreds of dash cams being installed in FedEx Freight trucks. Yes, that is coming to you. If you are a FedEx Custom Critical driver, get ready for it because it's coming. Um, and the first question everybody asks is like, is it going to face inward? No, it's not going to face inward. Uh, it's going to face outward, and it's for your protection. Um, let's see. I've been there. I've been at the four-letter word, and they stole our money. Now we are with BTX, going on 2 months now. So you're right across the river from me. You're Christ. I'm in Louisville, Tino. So if it doesn't work out, give me a call. Not that I have a
I
truck.
think it's going to work out for him just fine.
I think he's going to do great. Uh, Rick's a good dude.
Yeah.
And I've never met him. I've never met him, never had the pleasure, but you know, I haven't heard anything bad. That's always a good sign because bad news travels fast, you know. Um, so that's I'm glad I figured out the AirPod thing, why I couldn't hear you, and that the software is intelligent enough to catch that it's gonna feedback, you know. That's a big deal.
It's done pretty good since.
Yeah. And now I got a nice setup. Can you see what it looks like on your end? Or
Uh, I just see me and you on I don't know. I'll take a screenshot. I'll
here,
send it to you.
I'll send you a picture. Do you see with the blue boxes and stuff?
I think I do. Looks like I do.
Just turned off. You just turned off your camera. Good job.
I did. I
Yep.
didn't mean to. I just switched
Well,
off. There
yeah,
we
if you
go.
switched off. So there we go. Three. So Brittany said that there's about a 3 or 4 minute delay. Oh, his camera. So it's about a 20-second delay.
Okay.
But let's see. If you know any teams looking to drive a D unit at Fed, that's right. Uh, let's see. I tried getting on with you since day one. Yes, they are pretty good to us. Hopefully, you'll see you around. Yeah, we got to run in there. I mean, Tina's been following me like since I was the trucking couple way back in the day. Um, and just took a long time. Did you? The four-letter word. How could you do the four-letter word, the four-letter company when I have like specifically put videos out there saying this is not me? Like, please, like, oh my God, the predator of all predators. Oh, I'm gonna have to star that one. We're gonna have to star that one. Yeah. So let's see. Truck number 16 is going on. We're coming out of Veterans Day. It's a little bit weird, not crazy weird. I mean, there's been a lot of volume on the board, but I just don't feel like going out west and getting stuck out there.
Have you seen the weather out there? There's some crazy weather going on right now.
Yeah, I'd have to come almost all the way down to see you to get over there
Yeah,
safely.
you'd have to come down on the 10. You'd have to go back and forth on the 10 actually. So
Yeah, you have to go all the way down to Dallas, get on the 20 and take it to the 10 if you didn't have
yeah,
to
the
go to San
video outside of
Antonio.
Albuquerque yesterday, uh, that was intense. There were Wyoming videos that yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, Tim sent me something on Instagram and I was like, man, it was very intense.
Who sent you?
Tim Colby.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
some kind
I
of video he found, but it was recent. I don't know if it was I can't remember if that one was Albuquerque or if that one was Wyoming, but I mean it was a lot of trucks in the ditch, so everybody be careful out there.
well that's uh
Oh, it was Colorado actually. The one he sent me was Colorado.
Yeah, if there's even a chance of there being uh snow or you having to throw chains, find a different route. Like more southerly. It's the the fuel you burn will save you time, I promise you, and a lot of headache. Um, your second load went through Wyoming, didn't it? Or was it Colorado?
Officially third, officially the third load we took uh went to Reno, and
And
that
you
was
took the Wyoming route.
yeah. So we picked up in Athens, Georgia. Of course, this was what, January of 23, and this was let's see, we delivered in Alabama, and we were sitting there. It was Martin Luther King weekend, and we got a load, picked up in Athens, delivered in Reno. So it was, yeah, it was our third load on the truck, and man, was that an adventure. We've got some video of it, and uh it was eye-opening because I mean, you know the story. Most people know the story, right? Right. I've, been in the industry a long time, new to driving and understanding that side of the steering wheel. And a couple of months out of not even really a month and a half or something out of getting a CDL, and a Texas driver not used to snow at all, and suddenly, we're driving through blizzard conditions, across. We're pulling into a Love's in Wyoming, and I'll never forget. It was like Mars. The surface was just something not even of this earth, and it was all solid ice. And I'm like, what in the hell are we doing? And it was, yeah, it was crazy.
Tino, you can email me at the email right there, and then I'll just send you my phone number, or I can do this if you want. Oh, where's my phone? If you want to, here, I've never done this before, so this should be cool. Let me
About to
see.
You're about to show the QR code. I see it. I
Yeah,
feel it.
I know it. I
I
know it.
feel it.
Like, so there you go. There's the QR code. And if you use the QR code, you can just, it sends me a link and you just, and wait a second. You know what? I bet you he's in my calendar. I didn't even think about that because I'm pretty sure Tino and I have talked several times, either at least a couple of times. Let me see this. Tino. Yep, yep. We talked on December 29th, 2020. Let's see. I still have your Tino Benavides. So yeah, I still have your appointment. We talked on December 29th, 2020 at 3:30 p.m. And your email is
That's
some freedom
it's
something.
going it's going on 4 years ago. You got to give Tino a follow-up call. You got to give Tino a hey, how you doing call.
I just it's just I have these records. I just don't do anything with them. Which Michael's like, can't believe that I don't have a database of all these
We're
people.
gonna fix
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I hope so. Um, I must have missed a video. Yeah, so this dickwad, like seriously, I don't care if this gets demonetized. I don't care if it gets taken down. I don't care anything. He goes, and so we were the trucking couple, and he goes and registers truckingcouple.com. He res, he registered X craftytrucker.com because they were the craftytrucker.com. And then I trademarked it, and then all his stuff came down, and then I changed the name. But this one's trademarked too, so um, it's okay. His trucks are getting repoed anyway, so like, it doesn't really matter, you know. So if you're driving one of those trucks, be beware of the hook. You feel your truck moving in the middle of the night. It might not be in wind. Oh man, something about waking up to your truck being on a tow truck.
Didn't know
Get
if that tow driver had a passenger endorsement.
Yeah, it's like get your shit, get out. Can you imagine that?
No.
Like you're sitting at a truck stop, all of a sudden you're hooked up, and they're telling you, yeah, your truck's repoed. You got to get your shit out. I mean, it's a long time to load stuff in, and a lot of people travel light. I am not one of them. Brittany and I would be screwed. It would take the day to unpack her shit. Exactly. And that's just
That's
moving it
funny.
out into in boxes. Yeah. And Brittany hates moving trucks. I'm gonna go get another one just to make her happy.
All right, trucker TV show. I'm gonna have
You
to
would
sign off.
he's done. I wore him out. Good
You
night.
wore me out. Good night. We'll talk
Night,
soon.
Michael.
Friends in YouTube land. Adios.
See ya. And boom, there I am, right back with the different colors. Um, can I buy one? LOL must be have been four-letter word. I owned and operated tow trucks for 25 years. You know, you probably can if you can find the financing for it. I don't know. Um, I don't know how they're going to sell them. This is just, hearsay. But, when you stop paying drivers, that's a pretty quick way to find yourself out of the business. And you do it over and 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 over. And it's just like, how do people not get the word out? Um, Let me see. If you still got my number, I'll get it. But anyways, I'm gonna wind this down. It's late and I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. My girlfriend's like going, "What the hell are you still doing lives?" But I haven't done this to her in a long, like, you forgot about them? It's been so long that she forgot about them. She was asleep. She's right over there. So anyways, uh I'm gonna send you my regular number, Tino. I just got it. There's my see, that's Tino. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you were having a problem with New Mexico. Did you end up going over there? I guess I'll find out. Text me at that number that I just sent you. Um, Anyways, thank you. I'm gonna say goodnight and I gotta figure out how to do my new outro. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this impromptu live. And if you I'm just gonna start doing these every once in a while. Maybe I'll do another one. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.